What's up, vets? So, you file your VA claim, you wait months, then years. One day you call to check your status, and they tell you, we don't have any record of that claim. But what do you mean you don't have it? You serve your country, you submitted everything, and now you're invisible in the system that promised to have your back. Let's talk about why these keep happening and what you can do before the VA forgets your name the next time. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Military Insider Show. My name is Ray, and today we're gonna talk about how the VA loses your paperwork. I've seen story too many times. Veterans doing everything right, submitting all the paperwork, checking in every few weeks, only to find out the VA lost their file. It's one of the most painful things to hear, not because it delays benefit, but because it feels like your service never existed. Today we're gonna break down how the VA managed to lose veterans' files in 2025, why it still happens, and how you can protect yourself from being erased. Okay, so this is like a invisible problem. Okay, every week I get messages, people sending me DMs, veterans saying, Ray, I called the VA, they told me they can't find my claim. Some even have letters showing it was received and created and everything on the system, but the truth is this happens a lot. In 2024 alone, the VAIG, the Inspector General, found tens of thousands of cases delayed or misplaced in digital transition. In other words, files are still being lost in 2025 just digitally now instead of paperwork. It's kind of weird, right? They still get paperwork and claim lose in the bubble in the digital system. That's a little bit off. But hey, how it actually happened? The VA, everybody knows the VA is a maze. Every claim touches multiple locations, multiple offices. You got to go through the local region office, central processing center, medical evaluation unit, and sometimes third-party contractor companies. Okay, so every time your claim moves through the system, there's a chance for data corruption or misleading. Sometimes your social gets entered wrong. Sometimes a claim ID doesn't sync between systems, and once that happens, your file is basically gone unless someone manually find your file. But let's talk about the cost of being forgotten. When your file disappear, the VA clock stops. Everybody knows that, right? If they're not tracking it, why are they gonna process, right? But that means no progress, no updates, and no back pay until it's rediscovered, believe it or not. I've seen veterans wait 5 years for a missing document to be found. And when it's finally showed up, the VA acts like it was your fault for not following up sooner. Can you believe that? You submit all your stuff, they lose your files, and then the VA say it's your fault because you did not follow up. But let's talk about the real story of the vanished file. Let me tell you about this vet, okay? This guy was James from Kentucky. He filed for PTSD in 2019. The VA confirmed receipt, even gave him confirmation number. A year later, nothing. He called and they said, we don't have a record of that claim. Turns out his file was stuck between a regional office and a national data migration. He lost 3 years of back pay because they claimed he had to refile. That's not a glitch. That's negligence. I think this came out of the one of the VA news one of the pages that I follow, and I grabbed that from there. But that's a real story, okay? But the broken promise, when the VA loses your file, it's not just paperwork, it's a piece of your life, and everybody knows that. Your proof of service, your injury history, your effort, all wiped out by a system that's supposed to honor it. The emotional toll is massive. Veterans start questioning if it's even worth continuing to pursue their claims. But how you can protect yourself? You cannot fix the VA system, right? Everybody knows that. but you can protect yourself from it, okay? Then here's how. Always keep physical copies of everything, every document, letter, and medical record. This is something that I really follow, because I still have my records, my first sick call slip when I was in basic training. I keep records of everything. So this is very important, guys. Scan and upload your claim yourself through va.gov. Don't rely on mail or fax. Ask for a confirmation number when submitting anything. Screenshot it. Call 1-800-827-10000 and confirm your claim is in the system within 30 days, okay? If they lose it, file a congressional inquiry immediately. Once you have a congressional staff involved, the VA moves faster than you've ever seen. I'm going to repeat this one more time. 5 things how you can protect yourself, okay? Always keep physical copies of everything. Scan and upload your claim through yourself through va.gov. Ask for a confirmation number when submitting anything. Call the 800 number, 827-10000. And if they lose it, file a congressional. Don't forget about that, okay? Now, let's talk about the bigger picture here, okay? The VA has modern systems, AI, automation. Everybody knows that, right? But there are still losing names and files. That's because the system isn't broken by accident, okay? It's broken by neglect. They're more focused on clearing numbers than caring for people. And veterans, the one who follow every instruction, pay the price, okay? If you ever felt forgotten, remember it's not on you. The system was never designed to handle the number of claims it has now. But with the right documentation and persistence, you can force them to remember your name. I cannot stress this enough, guys. You need to protect yourself so this don't happen to you, okay? Always keep physical copies of everything. Scan and upload your claim yourself to the va.gov. Ask for confirmation number when submitting anything. Call the 800-827-10000 and confirm your claim is in the system within 30 days. If they lose it, file a congressional inquiry immediately, okay? If this video hit home, drop a comment below. Tell me how long you've been waiting or fighting with lost files. Your story matters, okay? And it might help another veteran who's still fighting the same fight, okay? Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. I'm trying to get to as many veterans as possible, and I cannot do that without your support. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.